how do we bring the hope of the gospel into this community of people that just kind of want to be left alone. People don't move to rural areas to connect with other people. They move to rural areas to live far off the road where they can't see their neighbors' houses. So fostering a sense of community, that's been just a really difficult road, but it's also really revolutionized the way that the people who are at the exchange think about loving other people.
What we really appreciated about the exchange is that every single sermon that Joe goes through the gospel message.
It was hard for us to find something where we could encourage people to go, and so we wanted to plant a church that really focused on biblical community. The one anotherness of the scriptures, but not just for the sake of one another, but the sake of the glory of Jesus in the town and in the area. We just started to look for people who might be interested in building friendship and just spend time with them, enjoy a meal together. That's really how the church began to grow, just building relationships over the dinner table.
It's been very humbling to realize that we can't put on a great show that people will really experience and enjoy. You know, we're meeting in a school gymnasium with, basketball hoops above Joe's head as he's preaching. This is God's working, and we need to trust on Him. And we can't rely on our own abilities to have a really awesome stage set up and the perfect sound system and the perfect band and music and whatnot. We don't need all those other things for the gospel to work powerfully. We can rely upon God working through our imperfections.
I kind of thought coming here, put my head down and I'd just do it, but it didn't work that way. It's been really hard. God has been teaching me to love His church that He's building, not the church that I want to build. I was taken back over and over again to depending on God's power to work instead of relying on myself. There's an absence of gospel mission that gets sent into the small areas.
Our goal at the exchange is to try to meet the people who are struggling and who are broken, and we believe that that's everybody.
I wanted to not only plant a church, but I want to continue to see churches planted, primarily because of the focus on gospel mission. There's something about planting a church that draws us back to the reality that the gospel is an active, continual mission that we're sent on. It's not ever biblically just about one person. It's always about going somewhere so that the gospel can birth a church. I just look at it and I think, why not be on the front lines of what the gospel's doing? Maybe we end up 40 years down the road and the exchange is now an established church. I pray to God that we will still be a church planting church that is furthering the mission of the gospel into new cultures and new communities.